astrology and other divinatory arts are not a replacement or substitute for physical or psychiatric health care. If this is an emergency situation or you are in crisis, please do not defer your wellness to readings or horoscopes. Seek situation-appropriate, qualified assistance instead. Hi there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your monthly astrological forecast for November 2022. And just a quick reminder, if you are ever interested in getting a session with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, engagement helps this channel out a lot. And also, special announcement, if you are interested in tarot, I have decided to make weekly tarot forecasts available for everyone for free, and they are up right now. And if you're interested in checking those out, they are all in one big video, and then I've just got chapters dedicated to each sign. I'll leave a link in the down bar below to the playlist, or you can go on ahead to my main channel page. So what is going on when it comes to your November? Well, we're continuing this theme of planets merging their powers in specific signs. And at the start of the month and for the first half of the month, we've got the Sun, Venus, and Mercury, all combined in Scorpio, your fifth house of love, romance, recreation, creativity, and parenthood, your relationships with your children. Now, with Mercury adding to the mix, we see the fastest developments, news, most productivity, and gains happening in this part of your chart this month. This is a great time for those of you who are looking to maybe debut or monetize some kind of creative project. If you are trying to get some publicity around something special that you are involved in or engaged in, whether it's by yourself or in a collaboration, or you are looking to maybe even take some steps into maybe promoting yourself when it comes to your business or something around social media, making a different name for yourself, this is a great time. But also with Mercury, we are speeding up growth and developments when it comes to populating your life with new social contacts that are going to be helpful for both your creative pursuits and romantic pursuits. In fact, with Venus here, a lot of you Cancerian people are also going to be finding that your love life is starting to blossom into kind of a renewed honeymoon phase or a brand new honeymoon phase for those of you that are starting new relationships this month. With Venus, there is an opportunity to explore new love languages, as well as also bring in some very high energy pleasure moments that may be not only drawing in new romantic opportunities for those of you that are available, but also creating a new spark or a new fire in existing relationships. And we have the Sun with that focus on attention, enhancement, and support, bringing in opportunities to also create deeper, stronger connections with our kids. Whether you are trying to maybe start to bond at a more adult level, with your kids who have matured, or you are looking to foster more play, more enjoyment, and just, again, a much more enriching experience as a parent with a child you want to become better friends with. This is also a great time for a lot of you to start bringing in some of that play even into your professional pursuits. It's all around going to be a very fun month. After the 17th, Mercury and Venus move on into Sagittarius, which is your sixth house of work, your reputation, your schedule, anything to do with clients and customers that you serve and the teams that you're on. Mercury is speeding up the rate with which you are acquiring wealth, which you are stacking up the dollar, stacking up the coin, and also putting you in a position where a lot of assignments and a lot of work that you're doing is, of course, going to be a lot more easily cleared and taken care of, but you're also getting a chance to maneuver to higher roads within your workspace or in your market. Venus here is also going to be bringing in more wealth, because when Venus goes into a financial area or a work area, we are getting more money for doing the same kind of work. It may be that you're getting incentivized to negotiate a raise, getting headhunted and offered a chance to take on a job at a new space, or you are being encouraged to raise your prices. Everyone is all about you making more money. The Sun joins these two as of November 22nd, and once again, all three have combined their powers, and that is what's going on through the end of the month. With the sun in the 6th house, your reputation is rising when it comes to what you are bringing to your field, what you're bringing to your teams and your workforce. We are getting more value for what we are bringing to this area of our world. And you may be finding that a lot of new tools and resources are also going to be offered to you in the interest of enhancing your performance, making things more convenient, but also more profitable. So take full advantage of this while you got it. And this is also going to be with us in the first part of December as well. We've got Mars retrograde all month long, which is taking place in Gemini. I did do a special video which goes way deeper into this, and if you're interested in that video, you can of course follow the link I'll put down below, or just go to my main channel page, it'll be there as well. But Mars retrograde in the 12th house, which is where it is for you for this transit, is all about transforming our relationships with old business. Mars retrograde's keywords are diminished activity, dismantling in general, as well as taking pieces off the board. When it comes to the 12th house, this is going to be all about getting rid of things that won't let you go, getting rid of things that won't go away, which can actually be very positive. If you're going to have Mars retrograde anywhere, you want to have it in the 12th house. However, you may find that this is also going to be clearing away things that you feel you're not done with, but just need to be done in general. So it may not necessarily be working to your preference, but it is working for your best interest. You may be finding out that old problems, old enemies, as well as old expenses and burdens are also going away, even without a lot of work from you. However, this dismantling can be a little bit jarring every once in a while, because how you relate to your past is going up in smoke as well. And this is going to be a theme all the way up through mid-January. We've got a full moon lunar eclipse taking place in Taurus, your 11th house of friendships and social networking, your platonic support system, your highest goals and ambitions. And a full moon lunar eclipse is basically a full moon exponentially amplified. It's still focusing on culminations, transitions, and endings. And from the 8th of November going all the way up until early February, 90-day window period, a lot of you Cancerian people are going to be doing some massive community and social pruning, some community and social shifts, as it were, because you're kind of migrating away from a lot of social contacts that you have maintained, or maybe even an entire world socially that you used to feel at home in, or maybe you never did, but it's time to move on. Now, this isn't getting rid of everyone that you know, of course not. The true blue, the people that have already proven themselves, will always be with you. But this full moon lunar eclipse is a transition moon, and certain friendships and certain associations, even ones that go way back, may disappear during this time. I do want to add that with a full moon in the 11th house, it is usually you, the one who has it, that does a lot of this transition work, does a lot of this cord cutting, this tie breaking. Some of you may find that this is you breaking with associations that you already want to break with, people who've already shown that they're not necessarily belonging in your world. This is important to pay attention to at this time. This is your chance to make the cleanest breaks possible. This is also a time where these culminations, transitions, and endings could be taking place with a big goal or aspiration that you have, bringing it to fruition and also allowing you to move on to new things. We also have a new moon in Sagittarius this month, that 6th house of work, your reputation, and your schedule. And of course, a new moon is all about seed planting, new beginnings, and initiations with new long-term commitments. And from the 23rd of this month going all the way up until about week 1 of December, a lot of you are finding new roles, new jobs, new teams, new projects to commit yourself to that are going to be promising to be strong routes for all of that revenue increase that we talked about with the Sun and Venus and Mercury all being in this area of your chart as well. So be prepared to get on the move. Finally, we also have a very special event with Jupiter turning direct in Pisces. Jupiter's been retrograde for months, and from November 23rd and going all the way up into December, Jupiter is making up for lost time in your 9th house of higher education, government legal proceedings, travel, expansion, your spiritual path and practice, and your reach. And this is going to be a time where, you are being taken out of your box. Jupiter turning direct in the ninth house brings a massive influx of wealth and resources that changed your life direction from a contact or through a contact or maybe some kind of commitment or story that you have going on in this part of your life. So be ready for it. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.